Hey, they're on their way.
Welcome, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me over this, but we have a Halloween time cavalcade coming to us live from Disneyland, so we're going to enjoy this before we get the show started.
I think we should watch that again.
I agree because I don't know about you, Mike, but I don't think I've ever seen that before.
I have never seen that before either. They gave all the characters like little trick or treat pumpkins.
If you're just joining us, we are live from the Disneyland Resort. We're going to check out this Halloween cavalcade one more time as it heads backstage over by the Opera House.
Okay, I'm gonna go Eddie. It's very strange to see Moana whole thing.
Yeah, that is somewhat of a strange choice.
I mean, they all are, but some characters work better, I think. But
it is very cool seeing Maleficent, though. That's always a fun treat. Yeah, Mike, that might, if they're doing that again, I think that might be something worth getting a video of.
Yeah, I think what I'll do is check the times after we wrap up and get the next one on a high quality video.
But until then, folks, welcome to our Disneyland Resort Walk and Talk. It is the first day of Halloween time at the Disneyland Resort. Yes, it is August 23rd, but Halloween is well underway for the earliest, I believe it's ever started at the Disneyland Resort. My name is Luke. I'm here at the Laughing Place headquarters over in Orlando. And Mike Celestino is with us at the Disneyland Resort to check out what's going on for Halloween time.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go start over here at Floral Mickey because he's wearing his Halloween
Oh yes.
time mask. So I'm just gonna
How are
quickly, yeah, go ahead.
how are you, Mike? How's the day going so
Good. I'm
far?
a little tired. It's been a busy period recently for Laughing Place. Last night was
Yeah.
the Not Scary Farm big announcement event called Nightmares Revealed, and that was fun. I got getting to hear about the new mazes and everything coming to Not Scary Farm this year. And then bright and early, I was back here or down here at Disneyland Resort for the Halloween time media event, which started at 9. Um, and been enjoying looking around since. We got some looks
And
at the merchandise and the food. You can see all that on laughingplace.com.
yeah, there's a lot going on. I have just dropped into the comments a link to both our Halloween time coverage and also the announcements last night from Not Scary Farm. So if you
Great.
all are interested in that, you can find out some more information. We have a message from Lori who says happy first day of Halloween. So
Yeah.
happy first day of
Earlier
Halloween
and
to you
earlier
too.
every year.
Yeah. Happy
Here's the
August 23rd.
here's the Floral Mickey in front of the Disneyland Main Street train station, and he's got his orange mask on. It always reminds me of the Michelangelo's mask from the Ninja Turtle,
Oh,
um,
yep. I can definitely see that.
or the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, as they would call them in the UK. You probably know about that, Luke.
You know, that actually brought back a strange memory. I swear, I've definitely heard of that before. I'm not a big Ninja Turtles fan, but
Yeah,
I do remember that.
yeah. I think for whatever reason you weren't allowed to use the word ninja in the UK for some reason, so they called them the Hero Turtle.
You know, it works.
Yeah.
Oh, breaking news. There is a construction wall right there.
Yeah. There's also some outside the entrance gates there. You can see right there. I think they're just kind of refreshing the pavement out there, as far as I know.
Gotcha.
And you can see the Mickey and Friends jack-o'-lanterns are up above the entrances, facing out toward the Esplanade,
Those are
as
always fun
usual.
to see.
Yep. So let's go back
And
into the park this way.
as Mike heads back into the park, folks, if you're joining us, please leave us any questions, comments, anything you would like us to maybe check out as we head on
Yeah.
our walk around Disneyland. Please let us know. We'll be happy to answer or go check it out. So, yeah, feel free to do that. It'd be great. We'd love it.
Happy to take requests.
Yes, just like your friendly neighborhood DJs, we will take requests, but can't guarantee any songs unless that song is the Maple Leaf
I'll
Rag.
sing a song.
So, what's going on for Halloween time this year? We've got our usual favorites returning, right, Mike? Like Haunted Mansion Holiday, even though
Yeah.
that's been back for a little bit.
Right. Well, there's a new Mickey pumpkin bucket for one.
Oh, gotta love those.
$33.25, and it includes a regular popcorn at time of purchase. Here he is, Mickey jack-o'-lantern, Mickey in a jack-o'-lantern with candy inside of it. He's holding a piece of candy too.
They're getting more and more expensive every time I see them.
Yeah, but people line up for them, as you know, and
Yeah,
until they stop selling, I think they will keep raising the price.
I 1000% agree with that.
And then you have the famous Mickey jack-o'-lantern
Yes.
at what I believe is called Christmas Tree Point, or some people call it that,
Yeah.
here in Town Square. And actually, around my neck right now, I am wearing, let me see if I can get this up here. Oops, I dropped the straw. There's a zipper version. It basically looks exactly like the Mickey jack-o'-lantern. I can't take it off because I got my earbuds on, so it would ruin that. But you get the idea. Yeah, there's a zipper. We'll probably see it somewhere around the park.
Yeah.
but I think that's a little cheaper than that popcorn bucket we saw.
Kyle points out that the Cars Land overlays are back, as well as Monsters After Dark, Guardians of the Galaxy
Yeah.
Monsters After Dark, that is,
Right.
which is one of my favorite overlays. I feel like it's
It's
just
great.
such a fun experience.
It is really fun. I think the thing we were disappointed by here, and my wife, who is also watching, I think, will agree with me, is we're disappointed that the Space Mountain Ghost Galaxy has not returned in a long time. It's been years.
Yeah, no, I saw a tweet about that today, and I was a huge fan of it too. I don't know if I feel like if it was still around, it might be time for like an upgrade when it comes to projections and that sort of thing.
Right.
But yeah, it hasn't been at Disneyland. I'm looking it up, and I get the Tokyo information, but not the or the Hong Kong information, because that's actually where it originated.
Okay.
But it hasn't been at Disneyland since I want to say like 2019 or something.
Somewhere around there, yeah. And then down Main Street, USA, you've got the usual red, orange, and yellow bunting and the Halloween time banners with leaves and the Mickey jack-o'-lantern. As we head down further toward Sleeping Beauty Castle.
I noticed there's a lot more. I don't know if you also went through it, because I believe our reporter Benji was the one that gave us the photos, but there was a lot of different stuff in downtown Disney, Halloween decoration wise this year too.
I saw one of the new statues was as I was coming from the Grand Californian Hotel where I checked in for the media event into the parks. I passed that. I haven't seen anything else. But yeah, it looked cool from the photos that I saw.
Yeah.
And yeah, well, I think it was Benji or Alex who took those pictures earlier.
We have a report from that up on our site as well if you'd like to check that out. Just follow our link to our Halloween time coverage. You'll be sure to find it. All right, Mike. We're about halfway down Main Street. Which way are you feeling?
I don't know. Well, as far as Halloween stuff goes, there's not a lot of stuff in Disneyland outside of Main Street and Town Square and the Hub. We can go and look at the Zocalo Square where they've got Dia de los Muertos decor.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, why don't we go that way, and then from there we can go around to Haunted Mansion and head through the reopened Critter Country.
Yes,
Bayou
that was going to
Country,
be my
whatever
next
we want to call it.
Yeah, to check out like the progress on the construction over there.
Save the Tortugas noted that 2018 is when Ghost Galaxy closed.
She would know.
Is that your wife?
Yeah.
Okay, I had a feeling. Well, I appreciate your wife's turtle image, because I'm a fan of turtles myself.
There you go.
Yeah.
Where we headed? Well, let's check in with the partner statue here. Mickey and Walt are surrounded by the usual jack-o'-lanterns, and I made a snide comment on Twitter or X about
I was going to ask if that was you.
Yeah. Two of the pumpkins are feeling a little out of date these days. Thank you. So you've got Tarzan representing Adventureland, which, as you know, the Tarzan treehouse is no more. It's now the Adventureland treehouse. Yeah, go ahead.
Who do you think would be a good replacement for Tarzan? I know what I would say.
I would probably say Indiana Jones. So
yeah, that would be my choice too.
Is that
or
what
maybe
you were
a Tiki
say?
Bird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or Tiki. Yeah. Okay. Tiki Bird's probably a little more Disney, but Indiana Jones is Disney now, so
it is.
Jack Skellington is still hanging around at the Haunted Mansion, so that one works. Woody, you see every once in a while and Frontierland. I get that. But then we get over here, and this one, I think this is the last year, as Rebecca Mosley pointed out. This is the last year for the Critter Country plaque, at least probably on this pumpkin.
Yeah, I mean
Underneath the pumpkin.
they can keep Winnie the Pooh around, but
Yeah.
they're gonna have to change the name.
Tinkerbell represents Fantasyland. Roger Rabbit for Toontown. And the last one is Buzz Lightyear for tomorrow.
Always great to have some Roger Rabbit representation too.
Yeah. And
Eric notes that
yeah.
Haunted Mansion Holiday is open, and yes, it is. We're going to be heading over there in just a few minutes, as soon as Mike can physically get there.
Yeah, I'm going to head through Adventureland, I think.
Okay, sounds good. Were we going to go to Zocalo Park after?
Oh, yeah. Well, let's do that first, and I'll come back. Well, I don't know. Let's hit Zocalo. We'll look at the Dia de Muertos stuff, and we'll go to Haunted Mansion from there.
All right, sounds good.
Oh, yeah.
And if you are just joining us as we head on our journey around Disneyland for Halloween time, feel free to leave any comments or any requests of where we might want to head to. There's lots going on for the first day of Halloween time, and lots of people pin trading.
And a lot of pin traders here in Frontierland.
Yeah, I think it just moved. It was on the benches for a long time, and then they got rid of the benches, and now it just moved to tables. And there's something we don't have in Walt Disney World, the Frontierland shooting arcade.
Right. Still around here at Disneyland.
No lounge there just yet.
No, they said they didn't have that in here.
And the Mark Twain is eventually going to be exclusive, at least in the American parks, to Disneyland. But what's the ship called, and what's the steamboat, the paddle boat called down there at Magic Kingdom? It's not Mark Twain.
It is called the Liberty Bell Riverboat.
Liberty Bell. Yes, thank you.
It's a very similar design, but different name.
Okay. So yeah, we've got Dia de Muertos going on in Rancho or Zocalo Square. And then behind me is where I think there's let's get out of her way. Mirabelle.
Yeah, well, good timing.
So I know Miguel from Coco comes and meets over here, and then there's more Dia de los Muertos decor, and then over by the Family Madrigal mural, that's where Mirabelle was hanging out.
Yeah, because the Family Madrigal mural, that's up all the time, right?
Yeah.
And then everything else, of course, is for the celebration of Dia de los Muertos. So up until last weekend, I think, you would have had to have headed right this way if you wanted to access Galaxy's Edge.
Right, and now this path is reopened. Here's another look at that. Yeah, there's that Mickey popcorn bucket, and this is one of the other popcorn buckets you can pick up. I like this one.
Oh, very cool.
It's got the Headless Horseman chasing Goofy, it looks like, in silhouette there. Mickey, Clarabelle, and then, this is Clarabelle, Minnie, and Daisy as the Sanderson sisters from
fun.
Hocus Pocus on there. And then on this side is Huey, Dewey, and Louie trick-or-treating outside the Haunted Mansion. Yeah, a lot of fun stuff going on there. And it
They're
looks
in
like Donald is
their
a hitchhiking ghost.
costumes.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it looks like they're
from that
in the
classic.
costumes. Yep.
Go ahead.
We were saying the same thing.
Yeah, and that witch, I forget the witch's name. Is it Hazel?
Yeah, Witch Hazel.
Yeah. So that's a cool one. That's going to be popular too, I think.
Yeah. No, that's a really fun design. I know they have Mickey, Daisy, and Clarabelle as the Sanderson sisters on the Disney Cruise Line. Or at least they have in years past. So that would be something cool to see come to the parks as well.
Well, they've been at Oogie Boogie Bash here,
Oh, you're absolutely right. Yes.
which I believe they're returning for this year's, which starts on Sunday, by the way.
Will you be there on Sunday, or is it? Or are we there a couple of days later?
So my ticket is for Tuesday. I will be here Tuesday evening.
Okay.
I will actually also be here on Sunday, but I'm not going to Oogie Boogie Bash. This is an unrelated for trip for pleasure, not for work. But I'm not going to Oogie Boogie Bash until Tuesday. They do the dining. We can sit there, and you have like the dessert. You can like.
So I think last time we were doing a stream, Mike, Pirates of the Caribbean was closed.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was a refurb or what, but it looks like it's back open.
Yes, definitely open right now. 25-minute posted wait. They still had the lightning lane, which I was told was temporary. So I think that will probably go away maybe when Tiana's by Adventure opens.
Yeah, because there's no lightning lane for Haunted Mansion Holiday, if I'm correct.
Right now, Haunted Mansion Holiday is only virtual queue.
Yes.
So you gotta get up early. I think it's at 7 a.m. You can get one, and then there's one other chance later in the day to get a virtual queue boarding group.
Let's take a look and see if they're still available. If the sign is out, I'm going to assume that they might still be available.
The Jambalaya Jazz Band is performing over here.
You
they
can
were
still
also out last time I came through.
You could still join the virtual queue for Haunted Mansion Holiday as of right now, 2:19 p.m. So.
Cool.
Oh, that's a fun rendition.
Yeah. So here is the return queue for Haunted Mansion Holiday, stretching all the way back past Tiana's Palace.
Wow.
Let's see where this ends.
That's going quite a ways back. For those unaware, the queue for Haunted Mansion is currently not available because of the construction work that they're doing in the area.
Right, the actual physical queue, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why they're using virtual queue. But it looks like you might have a bit of a return once you get in. But remember, once you get to the tap points, you're going to walk essentially straight up to the mansion. So it's probably not too long of a wait.
So looks like this is the end of the line right now. People getting in line right there.
My man, trust me.
It has been quite a few years since I've rode Haunted Mansion Holiday.
Yeah.
Always
I like it, but I think it takes up too much of the year because I start to really miss the classic Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, I mean, this year was a kind of an odd case. It was kind of a case of, you get Haunted Mansion Holiday or you get nothing.
Right.
But yeah, I do agree that, with it being there for Halloween and Christmas, that's a big chunk of the year plus the time it takes to put it up, take it down.
I'm very confused what's
Congestion going
happening
on.
here. Because that's not even where people are going in. They're sending them even further down this way. So it continues to wrap around down by Tiana's Bio Adventure, not Palace.
Yeah.
You go from one Tiana location to the other.
Maybe they have just called back a little too many at once.
Yeah. So we have reached the point that was blocked off for a little while, and now it has reopened as of last week, as you said. Still some scaffolding up on Tiana's Bio Adventure there, but we know it's going to be opening about 3 months from now.
Yeah, it's going to be opening, I want to say, November 15th. I'm going to double check that right now just to make sure I have the right date. It is November 15th, 2024. So it'll be interesting to see because Splash Mountain was quite different between Disneyland and Disney World. So it'll be interesting to see how it is over at Disneyland versus Disney World.
Right. I'm very curious to see what they've got cooking up in there.
Yeah. Not too long to go now.
I haven't even watched a full ride through. I've seen clips, but I haven't sat down and watched a full ride through of the Walt Disney World version, just to kind of preserve it. Oh, water's running today. I actually hadn't seen that yet. I had not seen that yet.
Yeah. They're probably not at with the scaffolding still up. They're probably not ready for testing and such just yet. But it's good to see water running. That means progress.
Yes, indeed. Looking good.
Oh, can you hear Almost There?
That's actually coming from the Mark Twain.
Okay.
As it passes by.
And,
I thought the same thing.
I was like, oh, can we hear that? Folks, if you're just joining us, we are live from Disneyland for the first day of Halloween time. So if you have any questions or requests for us, feel free to leave those in the comments and we'll get back to you.
The other thing that opened along with the path was Davy Crockett Explorer Canoes. Now, is it Davy Crockett Explorer Canoes or is it Davy Crockett's Explorer Canoes?
Oh, that's interesting.
We gotta ask Gideon what he thinks is the correct nomenclature.
So if you go to the Disneyland website, it says Davy Crockett's plural.
So yeah, I'm guessing this sign is more temporary, and therefore they just got it wrong there.
Nice try, sign shop. Nice try.
There's another angle of Tiana's Bio Adventure. And
this is going to be, as I'm sure you're about to say, Mike, this is going to become Bayou Country.
Right. The land is getting renamed as Bayou Country. And this restaurant has been renamed from Hungry Bear Restaurant to a Hungry Bear Barbecue Jamboree, as we'll see momentarily. These restrooms are back open again.
Yeah, I'm sure having this pathway back open makes it so much easier to walk around the park.
Yeah, it opens it up quite a bit. I also just love this view. Every time I think about what's going on down at the Magic Kingdom, I do consider whether I would be upset if we lost the Rivers of America here at Disneyland. I think I would be.
I think the Rivers of America were Disneyland were like significantly improved when they
Yeah.
modified everything for Galaxy's Edge. Like that whole area
Yes.
there, just up ahead to the right, is so
Yeah.
beautiful.
I agree. They did a great job.
Yeah.
When I came to the media event for that reopening, when they reopened the Mark Twain and the Columbia and the Disneyland Railroad all on the same day, they gave me a really nice matted piece of concept art that is all the rock work and the waterfalls back there, and I had that framed up in my apartment.
Oh, very
I
nice.
just love that design of that so much. Here's that updated sign, like I mentioned, Hungry Bear Barbecue Jamboree.
Yeah, that looks fun.
The bear was there previously. Both
That'll be
sides have been
interesting.
updated.
They're gonna have a soundtrack of country bear songs playing throughout the area, so
Yeah,
that's gonna be fun to hear.
That day you need flip flops.
and we head into Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
This is one of my favorite transitions into Galaxy's Edge. I just feel
Mhm.
like it feels very natural. Um, they're all done so much better at Disneyland than they are at the Hollywood Studios version.
Yeah, agreed.
Very subtle sounds as you enter into the land.
And along with the Halloween time, they've started. So it's not a major seasonal overlay for Galaxy's Edge, but they do have something called the Harvest Festival here on Batu. And right now, all that really means is there are a few new food items available around the land. I was kind of hoping they would throw up some decorations, but that has not happened.
Is that something they've been doing for a while, or?
So I remember there was a book that came out a few years ago called The Traveler's Guide to Batu. And that was the
Okay.
first time I ever heard of the Harvest Festival. And it was clear, like, and there's another holiday too. I think it must be Life Day, or I don't remember if they called it Life Day or something else. But like, it was clear those were going to be like the corollary for Halloween time and Christmas time in Galaxy's Edge. And I don't know if like plans got scaled back or what, but this is the first year that I'm aware of that where they've actually implemented at least part of the plan for the Harvest Festival with the new menu items and one returning menu item as well.
Lots of people seem to be enjoying the sights and sounds of Batu.
Sarap ng aircon ko.
Yeah.
We got a question from Mr. Bob Newell about when Disney installs the next figure at the Hall of Presidents. And we don't really know at the moment. It obviously depends on results, and but I would imagine it would close in January, but we don't know anything about that yet. I'm sure we probably will learn more about the
Right.
plans in the future for Hall of Presidents following the November election.
And yes, like you said, would depend on the results because one option already exists in all the
Yeah,
presidents.
one option would be easier than the other from a Disney creation, from creating animatronics.
Right. Cut through here and I'll show you one of those Harvest Festival items. This is called the marketplace area.
It's called the Morocco Pavilion at Epcot.
Pretty similar feel.
Right. And I will leave a link in our chat so you guys can see for yourself some of the special food items that are available on Batu for the Harvest Festival.
Yeah, and I believe this is one of those items here. This is called the Jogan Seed Oi Oi Puff. At
That is one
Saka's
of them.
Kettle. $7.29. It's got green cream puff, green crunch, and ube cream or creme. I don't know.
I'd like to see you order one of those as exactly as it says on the menu. I'll take a Jogan Seed Oi Oi Puff. We are getting a hello from Dave. Hey, Dave, how are you? He said that the Disney parks are, or he has heard that the Disney parks are deserted still. What's your thought on that being at the Disney park or a Disney park, Mike?
I definitely wouldn't say it's deserted. But for the first day of Halloween time, I think it does feel a little less busy right now than it has in years past. Is that because it's earlier? I don't know.
That's what I'm thinking is probably the option, just because it is earlier.
Yeah.
And then a question for you from Mr. Bob Newell. Have you eaten at every Disneyland food service location?
I definitely haven't. I have a very limited diet, unfortunately, because of some food allergies. So food is it's tough for me, but they do have some good food allergy options around the park. It's just like I have a few places where I know I can eat, basically. So I'm not the kind who's going to explore every food location around the resort, but I know that there are Disneyland foodies who love that kind of stuff. I wish I could do it.
I'm a bit of a picky eater,
Yeah.
Not because of any allergies, but just because I'm picky. But I think I have probably been to every or close to every location, but definitely nowhere near eating every kind of dish.
Yeah. They definitely get very creative for the seasonal food offerings. And I was looking at a lot of that stuff this morning. They were showing off the Halloween time foods, and a lot of it looked really tasty. And I think we've got an interview up on YouTube, or going up on YouTube, where you can see some of that stuff.
Yeah, I don't think it's up just yet. Oh, it looks like it's being worked on as we speak.
Okay.
So those should be up very shortly.
Couple stormtroopers out here.
Better be careful. We don't want to get in trouble.
All right. Any thoughts on where we should head next?
I don't know.
Should we try to go across to DCA?
Yeah, I feel like there's probably more going on Halloween time wise over at DCA than the other side of Disneyland. So yeah, maybe we'll head on over there.
I'll just I'll have to I got to use my phone to get into the park.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
When we get over there, so it'll just be like a pause in the stream when we get to the Esplanade.
We'll have a short little commercial break.
Okay. For now, we'll walk back down through Fantasyland and down through Main Street.
And this is the coming from, I'm a Disney World frequenter at this stage in my life, so this is the one entrance / exit to Galaxy's Edge that we don't have over here in Disney World.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, we're in Frontierland.
Mm-hmm.
We got a question from Mr. Bob Newell. If you worked at Disneyland, what would be your favorite job?
I definitely
I guess
know.
what would you want to do?
I know which attraction I would not want to work. At least right
Okay.
now. The last choice on my list would be Autopia, because I can't stand the noise that the cars make, and you're breathing in the fumes all day from those gas-powered cars. But I think eventually we'll be getting the electric cars for Autopia, and I think it'll be much improved.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be not only breathing in the fumes, but feeling the fumes, the heat of the fumes, plus the heat bouncing off the asphalt there. Yeah, no, that would be like right at the bottom. I have worked at Disneyland in the past, but I enjoyed what I did, but I don't know what I would like to do. I feel like something like the train or driving the monorail would be a lot of fun.
Right. I think anywhere where you're standing, where there's not like repetitive music playing, would be ideal. That's what I always think about. Like if there's a very short loop of music, I think you would start to go a little bit mad.
Instrumental stuff definitely helps.
Yeah.
Save the Tortugas once again coming in asking if the weather feels Halloweeny.
I can't say that it does. It definitely feels more like August than Halloween time here.
Yeah, I remember going a couple of years ago. I went to Not So Scary at the Magic Kingdom on the first or second night in August, and it was very, very un-Halloweeny weather.
Yeah. I am looking forward to that change in the weather, though. I hope it comes up relatively soon. It has been a hot summer.
And now we're looking at the hottest girl in school, the backside of Sleeping Beauty Castle. And those iconic square trees.
Yeah. The backside of this castle famously was intended to be the front side. Or so is the legend.
And you know what? I think they made a good decision in flipping it around.
Yeah.
Because it just seems more like a backside to something. But hey, if that was the way they built it, maybe we would have felt differently.
All right, now let's take a look at the front side that was planned to be the back side.
Mike expertly walking backwards.
I was trying to watch where I was going as I was doing that. Do not attempt at home.
Yes. These events are provided by professionals. Folks, if you are just joining us, we are live at Disneyland Park for the very first day of Halloween time. We're going to be heading across the way over to Disney California Adventure in just a moment to see what's going on over there for Halloween. So if you're joining us, go ahead, ask us a question. If there's anything you'd like us to check out while we head over to Disney California Adventure, please go ahead and let us know, and we'll be happy to check that out for you. Is it time for Magic Happens, or do we have the cavalcade coming through?
I'm not sure. It seems like there are more people lining the street now, though, so I'm gonna guess it's Magic Happens.
As I say that, I feel like Magic Happens actually might not be running at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it ended its run. So I think the cavalcade might just be all that's going on.
Okay, well, shows how closely I pay attention to the entertainment schedule.
Yeah, someone from our team just confirmed that yesterday was the last day for now. So it looks like we're getting the Halloween time stuff, and then obviously come Christmas we'll have a Christmas fantasy parade. So perhaps we'll have Magic Happens back in the new year.
Let's talk about it.
And we're seeing lots of fun fall colors as we head down Main Street, USA. Lots of beautiful orange bunting and Halloween time banners. Much the same as it's been every year.
Yeah, everybody had the same idea. I did to stay at a. Oh, I have to stay on the sidewalk. Okay.
You heard it here first. Mike just got yelled at.
I thought everybody was avoiding the sun, and it turns out we had to be on the sidewalk.
And then tonight, Mike, I believe we have the return of Halloween Screams.
Yes, I'll be here for that. We'll have a nice, high-quality video of the fireworks show.
Very
up on the
popular
YouTube
show.
channel.
Right hand side. Use that sidewalk. Right hand side. Right hand side.
Looks like we got the cavalcade coming back out once again. If you want to check that out, you can, once we're done, you can check at the beginning of the live stream for that.
Yeah.
And we'll also hopefully have a video up of the cavalcade later today or tomorrow.
Hopefully it's more than 2 shows.
Yeah. I will see if it comes up on the entertainment schedule, because looks like it's not coming up on the app. But I am sure it will be somewhere.
I will ask.
Got a message.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a message from Donna Pendleton, who said it looks like a nice day, and is asking if it's hot.
It is a little toasty out. Yeah, I can't deny it. It is hot.
Yes.
Bye.
Here are those construction walls I talked about earlier.
Yeah, it's been up for a little while now.
Yep. And we've got all the Halloween time banners in the
Yeah, these are a lot of fun because they're just the same as the regular banners that are up, but they have like a little bit of spookiness added to them with some bats and different colors.
I did want to just spin around here real quick and show you the front side of the Mickey and Friends jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. Pluto, Mickey, Goofy, Minnie, and Donald.
Have become very iconic elements of
of
Halloween at Disneyland at this point.
I wonder what the first year was for these. I don't know if I could pinpoint it for you.
I want to say it was like somewhere around like 2007, 2008. So it's
right.
definitely been over 15 years at this point.
Yeah. And then adorning the entrance for Disney California Adventure is our old pal Oogie Boogie from The Nightmare Before Christmas, and he hosts his own after-hours ticketed Halloween party called Oogie Boogie Bash at DCA starting this Sunday.
Yeah, and Mike, you're going to be there on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So we'll have lots of coverage from that starting on Tuesday. So be sure to follow along with us on our socials at laughingplace.com. We'll have it all.
All right, Luke, you ready to play something?
Yeah. So while Mike heads over into Disney California Adventure, we're gonna watch Mike dance for a little bit.
Don't tell me you're passing by without saying.
Folks, we're just waiting for Mike to make his way into Disney California Adventure. So we'll be right back after this short message from 1993.
At Disneyland, you've seen Fantasyland, Frontierland, and Tomorrowland. Now here's a whole new land you've never seen before. Hey! Let me show you around. Take this train to town.
Mickey's Toontown, new at Disneyland.
It's a brand new land at Disneyland.
And I'm going to try and show for you guys right now. You kind of see in the background here. But Mickey, Minnie, and many other characters have debuted some new looks this year. And you can check those out at laughingplace.com. And hey, Mike is back with us. How's it going, Mike?
Good. I have entered Disney California Adventure. And we got the backside of Oogie Boogie.
Backside of the pancake.
Yeah. And Buena Vista Street here is all decked out for Halloween time as well.
So much like the way that Disneyland kind of has like an orange feel to their decor, Disney California Adventure kind of takes on a purple theme with the bats and everything going on there. And briefly, I was just talking to everyone about the new character costumes for Mickey and Minnie, and I couldn't get it to appear properly on the screen, but now I can. So here's a look at Mickey and Minnie's new costume, and you can see more of that at laughingplace.com. All right, Mike, I think we perhaps head towards Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
What you're thinking first, or Cars maybe?
Well, let's take a look first at the Headless Horseman here.
Oh, yeah, I almost forgot about the Headless Horseman.
And if you've got your Magic Band, which I sadly forgot at home again, you can trigger his. I think somebody might have just done it because you could hear the horse galloping. But he's got some noises and sound effects, and I think at nighttime, I want to say the jack-o'-lantern lights up, and there's smoke that comes out of the horse's nose, in my recollection.
I feel like nose makes sense.
Yeah.
Is that just as loud in person as it sounds
Yes,
to me?
it definitely is. And then we have to point out the bats in the belfry at Carthay Circle restaurant up there.
Yeah, see, these are the small things that I always forget about until they happen. And I'm like, oh, yeah, this is such a really cool.
And it's All Hallows Eve on the marquee at Carthay
Yes.
Circle.
Some bats and pumpkins.
Let's head down toward Hollywoodland here.
Folks, if you're just joining us, we are still live from the Disneyland Resort, but we've now made our way over to Disney California Adventure as we get ready for Halloween time and check out all of the things happening today for the very first day of Halloween time at Disneyland. If you have any questions or you want Mike to check anything out, please let us know in the comments below. Now, Mike, I believe we have a sort of new addition here on the right-hand side, right?
Yeah, this is Mickey's Trick and Treat, sorry. Mickey's Trick and Treat. I did not see this show, but our fellow Laughing Place contributor, Alex, saw this earlier today and shot video of it. And I believe, again, that's either going up or will be up on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, it looks very. I like the way they've changed out the signage there. This was a show, I believe, that was exclusive to Oogie Boogie Bash in the past, but now is being shown in place of the regular Disney Junior show for all guests throughout the season.
Cool. I want to show off some of these window displays of Halloween merchandise. This is the Gone Hollywood gift shop.
The gift shop forever stuck in the early DCA days. We have Sonia who says hello to us.
Hello.
Hi, Sonia. Thanks for joining us.
And this entire shop is Halloween merch, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, the purple of the Halloween merchandise definitely matches the purple interior.
Okay.
Now, Mike, we know there's a lot of new things coming to Disney California Adventure that were announced at D23 recently. And, speculation is rampant on where some of these things might be going. But rumor I've been hearing is that Hollywoodland might not be long for this world.
I've heard that rumor. I don't know if I completely agree with it, but yeah, it would be interesting, and I don't know. I think some people would be upset if this part of the park went away or changed dramatically.
A lot of things going on. We got an Avatar ride coming. We've got a Coco ride coming, plus two new rides in Avengers Campus.
Yeah. Fun to see Futurama in the park. I don't know if I'd noticed that, if that had been up last time I was here.
Oh, fun. I think that used to be a Doctor Who banner.
Yeah, that's fun.
Which is also fun to see in the park.
Yeah.
Are there any shows going on at the stage to your right, or are we just enjoying the shade.
Yeah, it looks like this is dark right now. So just a place for people to sit on the benches out of the sun.
Which is also always welcome.
Yeah. There is some kind of photo op or something over here that I want to check out. This is my first time in DCA today because we had Alex here earlier taking all the pics.
Ah, sounds good. This looks interesting.
Oh, yeah.
What could this be?
I don't know if anyone has documented this yet on our team.
No, that's definitely yeah, that's cool.
Fanta has a Halloween ghost cat and pumpkin and bats photo op here. And then I noticed Fanta also has kind of taken over this food truck.
Kyle cleverly tells us that it's inspired by the Fanta of the Opera.
I like it.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wait, how has Fanta not sponsored Fantasmic yet?
Yeah. And then they would call it Fanta, but with a... Oh, no. I don't know why I thought of that, because it's not with a PH. They're both with Fs, so yeah,
right.
It definitely makes sense.
Yeah, I'll come back after we wrap up the stream, and I'll take photos of that. Oh, this is new also to me. Did we get this? Descendants stuff over here?
You know, I don't remember. I don't think so.
Okay. I will come back and get that as well.
There might have been something. Well, no, because it was a Disney Junior Day. It might have been for D23 Day at Disneyland, which was just before D23, the Ultimate Disney Fan event. But I don't recall us getting any photos of it.
All right. It says Happy Halloween on the Hyperion Theater marquee.
It'd be wonderful to see a show back there, because there hasn't been anything really going on inside the Hyperion since Rogers the Musical came to a close last year.
Yep. Did not bring it back for this summer, sadly.
Did I forget that this is the end of the line for the red car trolley now, ever since Avengers Campus came to be.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of Avengers Campus, we're about to head into it.
And we now have names for the two attractions that are coming.
Yeah, it is Avengers Infinity Defense and Stark Flight Lab.
Right.
And honestly, I'm excited for Stark Flight Lab. That looks like a lot of fun.
It looks fun, for sure.
And right now, I don't know if they've started it for the day, because I know they usually do the switch over in the evening, but there is the Halloween overlay for Guardians of the Galaxy, which is Guardians of the Galaxy Monsters After Dark.
Let's show off the signs right here. So I guess it must have switched over already.
Yeah, I think they switched it over like midway through the day, so you can enjoy the regular version during the day, and then the creatures go on the loose at nighttime. And there's also some really cool projection effects and stuff like that, which go into effect in the night. Looks like they started it at 3 o'clock, which is right now.
Yeah. Here's a couple specialty drinks for Halloween time.
Oh, very interesting. Candy apple mimosa sounds interesting. But not for $19.50.
It's not $20 worth of interesting.
Yeah. So beyond the Avengers, I guess that's the Avengers headquarters there.
Yeah.
That is where the two new attractions will be located, right next to each other, and we don't know when that's going to be, but it's one of the many exciting things on the horizon for Disney parks.
Here's Iron Man meeting with some fans. And the Dora Milaje are performing over here.
You then, are you my ally? You say yes or no question. What's about you? I thought so.
Just two of them
Before we
right now.
begin, let us take a moment of silence for all of the kings and queens who have left us to
And T'Challa, the Black Panther, watches from above.
Peace be to the ancestors. Now, are you ready to begin your training? In order to become a warrior alive, Wakanda, you must first understand the purpose of the Dormilashi. Dormilashi means it does one. Has the fitness of the throne is our only step for the ruler of Wakanda. If you can't understand Wakanda, you can get
Here's Black Widow.
Oh, very fun, just casually hanging out over here. And this marks the transition from Avengers Campus into Cars Land, and you know it straight away because here comes T'Challa himself.
And he's in his Halloween superhero costume.
Very fun.
I did want to point out before we leave, like you mentioned that the two new attractions would be going in basically behind these walls right here.
Yeah, so it'll be a big change to Avengers Campus. There's 2 attractions there currently, and there'll be 4. It'll be doubled. My favorite, I think my favorite of the Cars character costumes for Halloween is Mater. He gets all done up in purple, and he becomes a vampire. It's very fun, very cartoony.
Instant Cup champ coming through.
Oh yeah. And the attractions get an overlay for Halloween, the smaller ones at least. It's Luigi's Hunkin' Halloween instead of Luigi's Rollickin' Roadsters for Halloween season.
And I think that just an updated soundtrack and maybe a couple of extra decorations.
Yeah, these orange and red and yellow flags also.
Oh, fun. So, Mike, I think we'll maybe head down towards the entrance of Cars Land, and then I think we've pretty much seen most of what Halloween Time has to offer.
Sounds good.
So if you folks have any questions, we're coming into the home stretch here. So please feel free to leave them in the comments, and we'll answer them. As Mike checks out, I like the spooky, is it Guido?
I'm not sure which, is this Guido? I'm not sure which character.
I think that's Guido.
Yeah. And he's dressed as kind of a monk, would you say? I don't know. Got a rope belt.
or Igor.
Oh, Igor might be better, yeah.
Yeah, I think that probably makes more sense for Halloween.
Yeah, right. and they turned the town of Radiator Springs Town Hall the fire department here. This becomes kind of a monster in itself with all those traffic cone teeth.
Yeah,
And
especially at night too. There's some fun projections on there.
Stanley has a witch hat traffic cone. I love at nighttime when they put this kind of purple lighting on the Radiator Springs Racers Ornament Valley area. Yeah,
everything just looks really good at night for Halloween at Carsland and for Christmas too.
And then this is my favorite / most terrifying decoration for Halloween at Carsland. It's this zombie car that's like wrapped around a tree, and this kind of comes to life at nighttime too.
Yeah, is there steam coming out of the out of the engine there? That's cool.
Yep. And I think at nighttime the radio will start playing eerie music and the headlights will light up.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. That's just scary. Come on. Nobody seems to agree with me about that.
It's creepy. I don't know if I would go as far to say it's scary. But.
And the Cozy Cone Motel gets a Halloween makeover.
That's a lot of fun. I like the extra cones added.
Mm-hmm. And we get Halloween-themed movie parody posters.
Yeah, those are the best.
So let's take a look at those. Escape to Hitch Mountain. The Holland Mansion. Hocus Spocus. And Attack of the Space Zombies from Planet D.
That's some deep cuts there, but it's fun.
And Mater's Junkyard Jamboree becomes Mater's Graveyard Jamboree. And this tractor gets a mummy makeover.
That's so fun. A very subtle way to change it, but very, very much appreciated. So Donna asks if there are any special booths like they have for Food and Wine featuring Halloween-themed food.
No, it's mostly you get new items, new food offerings added to the existing restaurants and counter service locations.
Yeah,
there's no real booths.
Like specific stands or anything like that.
Right. And then lastly, for Carsland, we've got the Halloween time billboard that welcomes you in. Happy Halloween from Carsland. And then this car becomes a witch.
Yeah. That's so fun.
Yeah.
And as night falls over Carsland too, the soundtrack changes completely. So they start playing some similar songs from the same sort of era, but with a Halloween twist. You're sure to hear like the Monster Mash and that kind of fun stuff.
Right. All right. Anything else, or you want to wrap up?
Well, Donna says that she prefers the tractor over the tree crash, which
okay.
probably would tend to agree with there.
Okay.
Alrighty, folks. So that brings us to the end of our tour of Halloween time at Disneyland. In just an hour and 15 minutes, we saw it all from Disneyland to Disney California Adventure. Thank you very much, Mike, for taking us around.
You're welcome. I was just fascinated by that guy's hat as he passed.
Oh, what is it?
It was like, it's kind of like a mashup of Anxiety from Inside Out with Cars, like almost like a steampunk kind of car. I don't know. It was nice. All right. Yes. Thank you. Thanks everybody out there for watching and commenting, and thank you, Luke, for hosting back in Florida.
Yeah, and one thing I want to mention as well before we head out, if you are looking to visit the Disneyland Resort yourself or the Walt Disney World Resort, or perhaps you want to take a spooky cruise on the Disney Cruise Line, we definitely recommend checking out our sponsors at Mouse Fan Travel. Just head to mousefantravel.com and check them out. So thanks again for watching, folks. Thanks again, Mike. And we'll see you next time.
Hi, everybody.